Hello friends, welcome to the shed. I am Chevee. How are you doing today? I hope all is well wherever you are in the world. I really truly do. It is that time of year. It's that holiday time when you start questioning which bills you're supposed to pay so that you can buy presents for everybody, and you have holiday parties that you have to plan, and family travel that you have to plan, and presents to get and wrap and do all that stuff. And well, it can be stressful. It can be very stressful for some. It can be extremely stressful for others. And for some, like, it's just whatever. It's another day. So I asked you for your holiday tips on how to survive the holiday season. And boy, did you respond. Tons of awesome responses. So thank you, everybody who responded. Let's just kick this off. All right? Andrew said, I find I'm more relaxed when spending holiday vacation time with my family, and once I get past the travel. My daughter is a great travel companion, though. So yeah, I can see that. I can see that travel time is stressful, especially if you're flying anywhere this time of year. It's just nuts. You're going to be standing with the TSA now. I haven't done holiday travel since post 9/11, so I'm not sure what it's like, but I can only imagine that if it's anything like FedEx or UPS's around this time of year, that it's outrageous. So, hey, good on you. Ben says, keep busy. You know, that's just a good way to deal with life. Just keep busy. Keep busier than you normally are. Hold on, if that's your life, whatever. Keeping busy. Overwhelmingly, the response was booze. Only duplicate answer. Well, kinda. Booze. Jason Glover said vodka, and I'm not kidding. Hey, we don't have to wait for the big day to start celebrating this way, now do we? I mean, we can kick this off right now and get this holiday underway. Get a little bit of that in there. Have ourselves a proper holiday celebration. Vodka, yeah, vodka works great in all the stuff. Tea, coffee, whatever. Just put it in there. Tim said bourbon. Always bourbon. Okay, I could do bourbon. Bourbon works in certain settings. Up with maple whiskey. I guess that's like bourbon. So, and Benny said drink. Just kidding. Try to remember that holidays are stressful for everyone. Why do you gotta spoil the party, Benny? Drinking is going to make the holiday more stressful for your family and less stressful for you, because now they have to deal with drunk dad. Let's get another nip of that in there. You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah. Let's just. Ooh, there we go. Okay, so drinking. Drinking is a good way to do it. Let's see. April says, video and board games. Obviously, I think distractions are always a good answer to stressful times. Video and board games is great, especially board games, because then you get to actually engage the family that may or may not be causing you stress. Beth gave a really good advice here. Take 15 minutes a day and play music that soothes you, or that comforts you, or that makes you feel better. I like that idea. Just sit down, put some earbuds in if you have to, if you're in one of those kind of environments, and just go for it. Cam says avoid travel, or KAM says avoid travel. So we've got a few of those. Yeah, we got a call. So let's hear that.
Hi, Chevee. This is Grant in San Francisco.
Hi, Grant.
I wanted to call in with my holiday survival tip, which is quite simple. It is, don't go home to family.
Don't go home to family. I love it. That's good. JC said, don't celebrate them. I think that's similar. Don't go home to family. Avoid travel. Don't celebrate them. That's a very situational way of approaching this sort of thing. Simply because, you know, for those of us with children, it's much harder to, I guess, I don't want to say push them aside, but not celebrate when they're little, right? Because you don't want them to get bullied at school. So, you know. Here's another great tip. Eat healthy, as hard as that is. That is a great one. I don't think people quite understand how much food overload or calorie overload really affects them during the holidays. It can be a serious downer and cause you to get in a rut that's hard to get out of. So just eat healthy, eat normal. There's no need to stuff yourself because it's the holidays. And you'll feel a lot better. Drink a lot of water or clear liquids. Oh, where was I? Scott said, my favorite response, watching The Shed, of course. True, Scott, I will not be taking the week off next week or the week after, for that matter. I will be putting up content of some kind. I need your help figuring out those topics, by the way, so please leave those in the comments down below or hit me up at chevee@thedailyshed.com. Let me know what you want to talk about during the holidays. Tracy says, I shop online and spend time at home making cookies. Who wants to spend the holidays in the stores? Amen to that. I had to go to Walmart earlier for a video that's coming soon, and it's a sad, sad mess in there. It really is. So thank you, everybody, for your suggestions. I really do appreciate it. I wanted to give you my tips, and my tips are along the same lines. I have this unique situation where my parents usually aren't home for the holiday. They go to Florida every year and spend, you know, they're one of those transient Appalachian retirees. If you go to Florida, there's tons of Appalachian elderly that spend the winter down there. And so they leave, I think this year they're going to leave the week before Christmas. So they won't be here. And that usually means that I don't see much of my side of the family during the holidays. Instead, we spend the holidays with my in-laws. And when I say that, I literally mean we spend the holidays there. They only live like 5 miles from here or something like that. My kids go there every single day after school. The girls stay there. They don't ever want to leave. My oldest has been spending the weekends there because she loves her grandmother. So we see them constantly. We have dinner there every Sunday. And a tradition that started, I don't know, 6 or 7 years ago was one year we were there for Christmas and we got snowed in. When I say snowed in, I mean we got snowed in. We had a big snowstorm, and we ended up getting stuck there for a couple of days. And when it lifted, none of us wanted to leave, and so we just didn't. We stayed until New Year's, and so now that's been a Christmas tradition. We go to their house on Christmas Day. We usually spend Christmas evening here at our house. And the girls wake up on Christmas morning, and we have Christmas here, and then we go over there, and we have Christmas there. My brother-in-law and sister-in-law and their 2 sons come over, and we all stay there for the week. Take a week off from work, and it's like a holiday. I mean, in a vacation sense, a holiday. And to be honest, it's the most relaxing time I have during the year. Last year, my father-in-law retired and had health problems, and my mother-in-law was like, we're not going to do big Christmas this year. What does everybody want? I said, I don't want anything. I just want that week. I really enjoy spending that week there with everybody together. We have breakfast every morning. I say morning because we usually don't wake up until like 10 or 11. We cook breakfast together. We have leftovers all week. And we use, you know, usually the boys get video games, so we play video games all week and just hang out and enjoy each other's company and just relax. And that's my favorite way to deal with the holidays, is to relax. Drinking can help, but like I said earlier, probably going to turn you into a jerk. This isn't actually booze, this is just water. I had to play the gag though, right? Because I realized that that's a standard traditional answer. I drink. Eggnog, yay. Personally, I find that to make the holidays less enjoyable. And I think that's because I like to contribute. I like to help. I like to play with the kids and be fun. So I don't want to be the guy who gets drunk every holiday. That being said, I have been the guy who's been drunk quite a few times. But I've been better. So my biggest tip is we try to get everything done early. And the last few years have been really stressful for Jamie and I. She quit her old job, started her own social work agency, and financially it has been a massive struggle for us. And so the last few years, it's been a question of, can we afford Christmas? Can we even buy our girls anything? And that is extremely stressful. And so we try to get their shopping done early enough that we know we're okay. We've got this. This year, I don't think it's so bad. Partly in thanks to you. I've gotten some YouTube funds to help pay for Christmas this year, which has been amazing. The Patreon funds have been extremely helpful. And yeah, we try to not cram all of the holiday madness into that final week. And it inevitably happens. We inevitably have to go shop for people and do stuff because Jamie and I are both like last minute thinkers. that's a toxic problem to have, but it is what it is. I'm definitely going to keep some of these in mind though. Listening to music every day, eating healthy, keeping busy. That's a good one. And I'm hoping to do some of that right here on the channel. So please, if you have ideas for what I can do to stay busy and anything that you might be interested in seeing during the holidays, please leave that in the comments down below. I would love to hear your thoughts. Also find me on Twitter at Chevee Dodd and Facebook.com/The Daily Shed, where I post these sort of Q&A question, hey, tell me about this, tell me about that, so that you can get your thoughts talked about on the show. I really appreciate having you all here. I hope this helps you through the holidays, and if it doesn't, I'm sorry, I tried. Please stay with me through the end of this year, and I'll try to put out better content for you. So thank you. Thank you for being here. I will see you tomorrow.
Hey, Doc, wait! I want to ask you something.
Today's random fact comes from mynetdiary.com. How many steps does the average person walk in a mile? Unless you have tracked steps using a pedometer, you probably have no idea how many steps you take in a day. On average, 2,000 steps is about a mile. So walking 10,000 steps means walking about 5 miles. I don't know about steps, but for me, 52 steps is 100 meters. And I know that because that's something that we learn in Land Nav in the Marine Corps.